This is year 10, this is chapter 2. So first of all, we're looking at finding the area of a trapezium. A trapezium, of course, is a quadrilateral. That's a four-sided shape with one set of parallel sides. So the area is a half multiplied by a plus b, and then times n by h. So let's take away that. Where my area is a half a plus b multiplied by h. Area is a half, so where a or b in this case are 4 plus 5, and we're timesing that then by 6. A half multiplied by 9 multiplied by 6. So the area in this case is 27 centimeters squared. Second one then, pretty similar. Area is a half a plus b upon h. Area is a half 12 plus 15, and that's multiplied then by 9. 12 plus 15 is 27 multiplied by 9. So that gives us then 121.5 centimeters squared. On the next one then is a wee bit then just on circles. So first of all, circumference of a circle, you should know this from last year. C is 2 pi r, or C is pi times d. Of course, 2r, the two radiuses, is the same as the diameter. So find the circumference of a circle, radius 6 centimeters. Circumference is 2 times pi times r. Circumference is 2 times, and I'm going to use 3.14. You can, of course, use calculator pi, and that times n times 6. So let's see. 2 times 3.14 times by 6 equals, and that gives me 37.68. And that's going to be centimeters. The circumference of a circle is 42 pi. Find its radius. So C is 2 pi r. I'm going to flip this round. I'm going to write 2 pi r is then 42 pi. So hopefully you're okay with what I've done there, because I've done the 2 pi r, I've put it here, taken the C then over here, which we know is 42 pi. The way you would get r is to divide by 2 pi. So it's 42 pi divided by 2 pi, and then that just gives us 21. The pi's actually cancel out there, and that's it. Find the area. So area, of course, is pi r squared. Find the area of a circle with radius 12 centimeters. Area is pi r squared. Area is 3.14 times by 12 squared times by 12 squared, and that gives us 452.16 centimeters squared. Find the area of a circle. We don't have a formula. There is no formula for area as pi r squared. There sort of is, but we're not dealing with. Area is pi r squared. So area is 3.14 multiplied and then half of 15.6 is of course 7.8. So it's 7.8 squared. And that gives us then 191.04 centimeters squared. Example 3 then, the area of a circle is 98 centimeters squared. Find its radius and therefore its circumference. So we know area is pi r squared. So 3.14 r squared equals 98. R squared then is going to be 98 divided by 3.14. So 98 divided by 3.14. gives us 31 odd. And then to find r, we find the square root of 31.21. I think it's like that. So square root. So radius then in this case is going to be 5.59 centimeters. We want to find then the circumference. Circumference is 2 pi r. Circumference then is 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 5.59. I've just kept the number in the calculator so it's a little bit more accurate. Hopefully that's okay. And we have 35.08 centimeters. I'll give you a look at the next bit. So area of sector and length of arc, and the two formulas are there. So we could do this a couple of different ways. We can use our formula, or we can kind of rearrange it and just try and work it out ourselves. So let's see, find the area of the sector and calculate the length of the arc below. So the area of sector is our angle, which is 96 degrees. Sorry, you can't even see this at the minute. So it's 96 degrees and then 15 centimeters. So using this formula here, angle over 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by 15 squared. I get 188.4 centimeters squared. Length of arc is 96. If you can see both there still, over 360 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 15. So typing this in their calculator. Second, 6 times 360 equals times by 3.14 equals times by 30 equals, and I get then 25.12 centimeters. What I sometimes do for these is I just find the area of the whole circle, pi r squared, and I know r is 15. I divide by 360, which would get me 1 degree's worth, and then I would times them by 96. It's the same thing really as this, but it makes more sense in my head. Exactly the same then for circumference. Find the circumference of the whole thing using 2 pi r divided by 360 to get that sweet distance here, and then times by 96. And that's often the way I would work these out. On the final wee bit then, volume of a prism. So a prism in maths is a shape with a constant cross section. You can cut it in slices, and the slices are the same all the way through. The volume of any prism is given by cross-sectional area times by length. Find the volume of a prism of base area 95 centimeters and length 9. So we're going to volume is a L. Our area is 95, and we're going to times that by 9. Put in their calculator, 95 times 9, and we get 855 centimeters cubed. Find the surface area and volume of the following prism. Goodness. So we think about this. We're going to do volume first of all, and because we've set it up like a prism, you could of course draw a wee line down here and work out the volume of this and the volume of this, but we're going to do it as a prism. So I'm going to take this shape here at the front and see if I can find the area of that. If I find the area of that, I'm just going to times it then by 4. I hope you can see then what I've done there. So that, let's do some sums. That's 5 and that's 3. So that's 5 and that's 3. So the area of that bit is 15. That's 7. That's 3. So that wee bit there must be 4. And if that's 3 and that's 5, that must be 2. So there, that wee bit there must be 8. So 15 plus 8 is 23. So cross-sectional area is 23 centimeters squared times by length. Volume equals AL. Volume is 23 times then by 4. And 23 times 4 gives me then 92 centimeters cubed. This one then I'm just going to work my way around and see if we can work it out. So we have this here, which is 23 and then 23. So these two faces in are 23 and 23. So if we're doing surface area, that's 23. And we're timesing that then by 2. Then let's just kind of work our way around all the faces. I'm going to start with this wee top one here. So that one's going to be, that's 5, that's 3. So that distance there is 2, and that's 4. So 2 times 4, which is going to give me 8. My 23 times 2 gives me, what does that give me, 46. This one here, that's 7, that's 3. So that's 4 times 4. Which then is 16. This is 3 times 4. They're all, of course, times 4. 3 times 4, which is 12. That's 3 times 4, which is 12. They look nothing like each other, but that's how it works. 5 times 4, which is 20. And then 7 times 4, which is 28. There are other ways of working this out. If you kind of think about it, the area of that one along the bottom and the area of that one is the same as any other ones added up. And again, I hope that makes kind of some sense to people, but that's the way you work those out. Anyway, if we add all these up, 20, so you can even see that at the bottom. 8 plus 16 plus 8 plus 46. This gives me 142. So I think the area of that one then is 142 centimeters squared.